Number 1. Quentin Tarantino. Tarantino's most recognizable shot places you in the most vulnerable position imaginable, trapped inside a car trunk, looking up at looming figures who hold all the power. This upward angle from confined spaces creates an immediate power imbalance that makes viewers feel like prey. What makes this shot brilliant isn't just the perspective, it's how Tarantino uses it to flip expectations. Sometimes these trunk shots build deadly tension, other times they're played for dark comedy. The technique works because it forces you into the victim's point of view while the characters above look like giants deciding your fate. He frames these shots with wide-angle lenses that exaggerate the distance between faces, making the people peering down seem both closer and more distorted. The lighting creates a stark contrast between the dark interior and the faces lit from above, emphasizing the separation between the powerless and the powerful. From Reservoir Dogs to Pulp Fiction to Kill Bill, this shot became his calling card. It's bold, uncomfortable, and loaded with attitude, just like everything Tarantino creates. Number 2. Alfred Hitchcock. Hitchcock invented cinema's most disorienting effect long before CGI existed. The dolly zoom, where the camera moves forward while zooming out, or backward while zooming in, creates a visual representation of psychological collapse that hits you in the gut. First used in Vertigo to show the main character's fear of heights, this technique makes the background stretch or compress while keeping the subject the same size. It's not just a camera trick, it's anxiety made visual. That sickening feeling when your world shifts beneath your feet. The effect requires perfect coordination between camera movement and lens adjustment, demanding precise planning and execution. Hitchcock was meticulous about every element: timing, positioning, and the emotional moment when this visual punch would land. Number 3. Wes Anderson. Anderson doesn't just frame shots, he constructs miniature worlds where every element balances perfectly along invisible grid lines. His signature symmetrical compositions turn every scene into a living diorama where characters exist in meticulously organized visual harmony. Every room, hallway, and landscape in films like The Royal Tenenbaums and the Grand Budapest Hotel is designed like a stage set viewed head-on. Characters face the camera directly, move laterally within the frame, and occupy spaces that feel more like illustrations than reality. His camera movements respect this geometric precision: 90-degree pans, lateral tracking shots, and whip pans that maintain that front-facing theatrical quality. Even his color schemes follow mathematical rules, with each character assigned specific palettes that repeat across costumes, props, and backgrounds. The genius lies in how this rigid visual control creates emotional impact. By organizing chaos into perfect symmetry, Anderson makes small human moments feel both precious and fragile, like memories preserved in a snow globe. Number 4. Christopher Nolan. Nolan weaponized editing to bend time itself. His signature cross-cutting technique doesn't just show multiple events happening simultaneously, it layers different timelines with different pacing to create momentum that defies linear storytelling. In Inception, he cuts between dream levels operating at different speeds, building tension across multiple realities at once. Dunkirk takes this further, weaving together land, sea, and air storylines spanning different time periods, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, but editing them to feel simultaneous. The brilliance is in the rhythm. Nolan doesn't cut based on chronology, but on emotional beats and musical tempo, often working with composers like Hans Zimmer to create audio-visual symphonies. Each timeline has its own pace, but they converge at precisely calculated moments for maximum impact. Number 5. David Fincher. Fincher perfected camera movements that shouldn't exist in reality. His signature digital tracking shots glide through spaces no physical camera could navigate, through coffee pot handles, down stairwells, inside building wiring, all seamlessly blended with live action. In Panic Room and Fight Club, these impossible movements maintain perfect visual control while creating supernatural smoothness. Unlike handheld chaos, Fincher's camera moves with surgical precision, every frame calculated and deliberate. His technical approach involves shooting at higher frame rates for stabilization and using longer lenses to compress space mathematically. The result feels both hyper-real and slightly detached, as if viewed through the eyes of an analytical machine. The cold color palette, greens, blues, grays, reinforces this controlled aesthetic. Fincher's visual style mirrors the psychological precision of his stories, making viewers feel like observers trapped inside meticulously crafted psychological experiments. Number 6. Spike Lee. Lee's double dolly shot creates one of cinema's most unsettling effects. By placing both camera and actor on dollies, moving at identical speeds, characters appear to float through space without their feet touching the ground, creating an otherworldly sensation that breaks reality. This technique appears at crucial emotional turning points, moments of realization, shock, or spiritual awakening. The floating effect disconnects characters from their physical environment, suggesting they've transcended normal existence or entered an altered state. Lee uses strong frontal lighting during these shots, ensuring faces remain clearly visible against deep focus backgrounds. The contrast between the characters' stillness and the moving world behind them creates hypnotic visual poetry that stops narrative time. From Malcolm X to 25th Hour, this shot signals that something fundamental has changed in the characters' understanding of their world. It's Lee's way of saying, "Pay attention, this moment will change everything." Number 7. Martin Scorsese. Scorsese's long tracking shots don't just follow characters, they immerse you in their world by weaving through crowds, kitchens, and confined spaces without cutting away. These shots reveal character, environment, and social dynamics simultaneously. The famous Copacabana sequence in Goodfellas follows Henry and Karen through the club's back entrance, past kitchen staff, and into the main room in one continuous take. Every step is choreographed, every door swing-timed, every background actor positioned perfectly. What makes these shots powerful isn't the technical showmanship, it's how they make you complicit in the character's journey. You're not just watching Henry navigate his world, you're experiencing his insider access, feeling his confidence and power. Scorsese pairs these shots with needle-drop music tracks timed to match the movement's rhythm, creating audio-visual experiences that pulse with energy. The camera becomes a participant rather than an observer, moving with the character's swagger and attitude. Number 8. Tim Burton. Burton's Dutch angles don't just tilt the camera, they tilt entire worlds off their axis. His signature angled shots make normal spaces feel unstable, and characters appear as if they're sliding through a reality that refuses to sit straight. From Edward Scissorhands to Sleepy Hollow, these tilted frames reflect characters who never quite fit into conventional society. The visual imbalance mirrors psychological displacement, making viewers feel the same unease as Burton's outsider protagonists. His deliberately warped sets amplify this effect. Crooked walls, exaggerated shadows, and twisted architecture pulled straight from German expressionist nightmares. Even his color choices work in extremes, with pitch blacks clashing against shocking pops of color. Burton proves that perfect balance isn't always desirable. Sometimes the most interesting stories happen when the world tilts just enough to let outcasts and misfits tumble into frame. His angled shots don't just show different perspectives, they create entire universes where being off-kilter is the only way to survive.